I haven't slept. No one has slept. Not for 3 days, not since the black storm in the northern ranges. Not since the nightmares began. Violent and twisted night terrors. They whisper to us, tempt us, threaten us, beguile us. They promise terrible things in return for even more terrible acts. My husband, Daenerys, went to Alliston to find a doctor who might help. He should have been back yesterday. I fear for him. I fear for all of us. It has been a little over a week since the Black Storm. My husband has not returned, and sickness now sweeps through our village. Many have died, and those who have lived have changed. These were folk we once called neighbor and friend. Now they limp and stagger through the night, their deformities as grotesque as the madness in their eyes.
The white beast's spirit is at rest. No more pain. Take this in thanks from me and from the suffering animal that you have helped.
Hello. You have a powerful aura, bright as a sunset before a storm. So let me rub an idea against that hot spirit of yours, see if it catches fire. My little tribe has two problems, Oak in the north and Creighton in the east. They succeed in making our lives in Rayclast even more miserable. And then there's the matter of the amulets around their necks. The ones like mine here, stolen, taken when we three called each other friend. There's power in those trinkets, enchantment enough to keep my tribe safe. Bring me a pair of amulets and a pair of lying tongues, and I'll make you part of that power. You need friends in Rayclast, and believe me, I can be a fine friend.
It's hard to cast a spell with a blade in your throat, isn't it, witch?
Arteri, my beautiful captain. I wish it were not you, but I cannot bring myself to trust any other with this most vital of tasks.
Come to me, Exile.
This is the only pass between the inner and outer empire. No further exiles are to enter the inner empire. We have material enough for our work. Ensure that the barricade remains in place, and if any exile should somehow pass through, kill them. I will send for you when my work is complete in San. Until we share our next night together. Piety.
Life will lose its way in the darkness to come. This land must take its final rest so that it can rise once again in undying perfection. I honor the darkness with my art to prove that I am worthy of a place in its dream-made reality. To the blind of sight and numb of touch, my sculpture may seem complete. Far from it. Like a raw and chewy steak, it requires marinating, and not with any mundane cooking concoction. My sculpture must be steeped in the delectable juices of deadly corruption. Only then will it be palatable to my undying patron. Today, you and I shall devote ourselves to the pursuit of art. There is no greater cause. My sculpture complains that it is thirsty, and yet the usual fare seems not to satiate it. However, I believe I have a solution. Find a pack of living creatures, slaughter them, raise them, and bring them back here. Be selective, though, as these creatures must be absolutely fecund with corruption. Thankfully, they will be easy to spot. The most corrupted usually are.
We, the Court of Reckoning, find you, Doedri Stamatis, guilty of the following transgressions against God. Perversion of God's creation. Promotion of heretical beliefs. Unlawful enslavement of eternal citizens. Torture of the innocent. Murder of the servants of purity. For these most severe crimes, I do sentence Doedri Darktongue to burn at the stake till naught is left but ash. May her life serve as penance for the lives she has taken, and let purity sweep away the dust of her deeds from our firmament. High Templar Vol, Commander of the Army of Purity.
Really? You've completed my errand, Exile. Forgive my surprise, but I'm simply not used to reliability from the living. The dead are loyal beyond question, but the living, they have their own needs and lusts, fears and fancies. Easily distracted they are. I compliment you on your powers of concentration, Exile. And should you note my presence in the forest encampment, do engage me in discourse. I am sure I can make use of that keen focus of yours again.
I have seen warriors in black in the east. They are from your Oriath. Better fed, better armed than you, Exile. Oriath did not want you, so why does it follow you here? You will understand what you see more than I. Go east and find these warriors in black. If there is danger to us, I need to learn of it. Return if you must.
At the risk of sounding maudlin, life has held only disappointment for me. But death, well, we seem to understand each other. And so death is the patron of my art. I have learned much from her in the grave and quiet lands. The crafting of wand and dagger, stave and focus. Tools of nightmare that I will strive to perfect with time and experience, and that I'm willing to share with you for a price. Seek me in the wild lands, Exile. The darkness is coming, and we of like mind need to prepare.